All right, let's dig a little bit deeper into permutations. So it says permutation rules. Now this is really important when all items are different. Because when you think about it, if I have a word like book and I switch up these two letters, I still have this, right? So that's not necessarily a different arrangement. So one thing to make sure with permutations, you need to make sure all of the items are unique. So if they are unique, if we select our items without replacement from a group of n different items, then the number of different sequences or permutations can be found by dividing n factorial by n minus r factorial. I would not worry about this. We're going to not worry about the formula because we're going to use our calculator, right? Okay, so let's try just a few of these in the calculator. Again, in the previous video, I said if you're using a TI-30, you're going to enter the 5 in, and then you're going to want to go to this probability button, and then the NPR function is in there. If you have a TI-83 or 84, we're going to do 5. We're going to go to math. We're going to select probability, or I'm sorry, permutation. So yeah, so go to the probability menu, go to NPR, put the number 5 in. And so there are, if I have 5 things, and I arrange them in groups of 5, there are, what did we get, 120? Yep, so that's going to be 120. And here is 4, so we have 4 things to choose from, and we're going to arrange them in groups of 3. So this is going to be 4 P3, which is 24. So if you have 4 things and you arrange them in groups of 3, there are 24 different. Let's look at some applications, though, because you're going to rarely see them just set up like this for you. We have 20 students in this class. How many different ways can we choose 5 students to be in the class, to be the class president, the VP, the treasurer, the social coordinator, and the tutorer? So we are assigning 5 roles, right? So we have 20 students, and we are putting them in permutations of 5. Now I just want to talk about this. Order here matters because we are assigning roles, right? When we assign roles, if I switch the president and the vice president up, that's a different arrangement, right? So this is why we consider this a permutation as opposed to what we're going to study in a little bit, which is called a combination. So 20p5, let's go figure that out in the calculator. So 20, select permutation, and then the number 5. 20p5 is, there are a lot of those, so it looks like there are 1860480. 1860480. So that is what? That is 1,860,480 different slates of candidates. Because again, if I just switch the social coordinator and the tutor, that counts as a different arrangement. So one really important idea with permutations, and I'm going to say this a lot in these videos, is order matters. So that when the order matters, you use permutation. So let's look at one more question. It says, a new author would like to set up book signings in a major city of each state, but she only has time to visit 5 states. How many possible routes could she take? So let's just say that we have 5 states: Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Kentucky. And we're going to go to those 5 states. Well, when I just have one number, what I recommend doing is you just have one number to arrange, right? So we have Ohio, I'm just going to use Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Kentucky. I think were the ones that I used. We have 5 of these, right? And every time I switch one of these up, it's a different arrangement, right? So when you just have one number, the easiest way to remember this is when you have one number, it's just going to be factorial. So this is a permutation, right? You're finding all of the permutations, but this time I don't have a big group and I'm just picking a few of them. Instead, I have 5 and I'm arranging those 5, which is why we use the factorial. So we go down, we're going to select this one right here. So 5 factorial, this is 120.